Welcome to today's exciting content. Let's see how we mix comedy and combat. A few shots and he was almost scrap metal. Just as Chappie was about to ignite, Wolverine finally came home and bullets flew like a storm. Luckily, metal made Chappie survived. Then caught Wolverine's attention, letting the crew escape. Ninja seized the moment and targeted the weapon's vision system, forcing Wolverine to take cover. Even so, facing a giant like that didn't leave them with many options. Running away became the best choice, but at that moment they actually started bickering. In the chaos, Fang shot Ninja in the leg, then hit Diane in the gut, only to get taken out by Ninja in return. Diane's countdown began, with Ninja close by, having cracked the consciousness algorithm to transfer his soul into a robot. At that moment, Wolverine fired up the infrared system. It wasn't as clear as normal vision, but it was enough to kick off another round of the team scrambled away in a van. But at this critical moment, Chappie yelled to stop. His neural projector was still in the room. Without it, his consciousness couldn't transfer. But in that instant, a deeper wound hit them what they had inside. As bullets rained through the walls chasing Chappie, that precious neural projector turned to scrap, and he refused to give up. He still aimed for the robot company to find another neural projector. After their time together, his feelings had changed. He wasn't so selfish anymore. He stayed to face the deadly fight, but that was no doubt. That was like asking for trouble. Chappie and the team should have been out of there by now. But just when they planned to leave, they chose to stay. Even though they were the bottom of society, it couldn't be ignored. Even among bad guys, there's real friendship lurking in their hearts. Deep down, they carry friendship, a powerful emotion. Friendship has always been in their hearts, selfless and pure. Just then, Chappie spotted the untriggered bomb. The weapon turned to scrap at last, but the tragedy was irreversible. He learned to hate, asking Diane for updates, ready for revenge. Chappie drove towards the company, fueled by rage, his soul utterly consumed by hate, to the extent that he neglected Diane's condition. Upon arriving, they were instantly attacked by Wolverine. This time Chappie wasn't playing around. Chappie grabbed a wrench from the toolbox, hitting Wolverine right in the leg. Despite the blow, he refused to back down. Wolverine fired wildly. The bullets hitting Chappie felt like hitting a punching bag. Chappie felt the helplessness. Maybe it was to vent his fury. Chappie didn't kill him right away, but tortured him like a cat with a mouse. He mocked him verbally while applying small injuries until Wolverine crumbled and lost the will to fight back. Finally, Chappie lifted him high and slammed him down until he was motionless. After that, Chappie found Diane. Luckily, he wasn't dead yet. He scooped up Diane and flew to the robot factory, then shut the door, ready to transfer his consciousness. But Diane discovered the factory only had one password. If Chappie gave it to himself, had be toast. The cops were already on the scene, surrounding them. They had no time to think or hesitate. Chappie slapped the neurotransmitter on Diane, starting the transfer. Thankfully, its algorithm worked on human. A nearby red sentinel quickly awoke. First entering a robot, Diane felt wonky, unable to walk steadily. But hey, he was still alive. The door was about to be kicked in by the cops, and newly resurrected Diane was in a panic. He didn't want to watch Chappie die right there, especially not for his sake. Diane racked his brains and finally thought of something. Wolverine had stolen Chappie's security key and uploaded a virus here, but luckily, the key was now. They just had to connect to the network to transfer Chappie's consciousness to the nearest robot. Help was just in front of them. Chappie was suddenly pumped, scanning for nearby sentinels. This time, they would swap places. With Chappie in the helmet, Diane assisted with the transfer. A massive data stream flowed in, and just then, the door creaked open. Diane rushed up before transfer finished. The sentinel, now rogue, faced dire consequences if found. He dashed out of the factory, dodging pedestrians, and suddenly a sentinel stood up behind him. It was the newly reborn Chappie. Before the cops caught on, they made a quick getaway back to their hideout. After that, they rewrote the city laws. Robots banned from law enforcement, replaced by 150,000 active military. Missing sentinels now fugitives, the irony. But in this interconnected age, you can do a lot without stepping outside. Chappie was remotely operating an automated. He was trying to resurrect his mom. During his consciousness experiments, Ame had volunteered as a test subject. Back then, he held a fragment of his mother's consciousness, and now he aimed to use it to bring his mom back to life. Objectively, she might not be the same, but can anyone deny her being her? And that's a wrap. Don't forget to like and subscribe.